Yes, sir. The second time we faced off against the Lakers. And what did you know? We got the W. The Clippers are 9-0 against the Los Angeles Lakers since Tyronn Lue coached the Los Angeles Clippers. The Lakers has not beat us since the bubble. We just kept beating them. We kept beating them, and Clippers are just showing we're the team. We are the team. And even LeBron, he was hot. He was draining threes. We still found a way to beat him. It's just we're gaining our rhythm, and everybody's contributing. We played pretty good defense. Well, at times we did, but some laps it was pretty shaky. I'm not gonna lie to you. We were hitting our shots when it mattered, so that's amazing to see. And look at this picture. Austin Reeves. Paul George is the guy. Paul George is just cooking everyone. Gotta love Paul George. Just gotta love him. First quarter, Clippers cooking as usual. Barbecue chicken. Second quarter, that's when we usually get sloppy. We just get sloppy with everything. Lakers catch up. LeBron just hits everything. And turnover was like the peak at the second quarter. And then third quarter, that's when it was more of a battle. And then that's when the Clippers started picking up. Fourth quarter, Clippers officially just stomped on the foot. We just, bam, stomped on the foot. Beautiful. And I like the jersey edition. That looks pretty cool in my opinion. The pattern looks pretty interesting. Let me know what you think. I like the way how the font is, and I also like the just like kind of like I don't know what you call it, like the I guess just a I mean it's not really a stripe, but that looks pretty cool. But at the same time, I feel like low-key the Clippers should add some red to it, especially like these cool things. They should add some red to like spice it up. Maybe the red on the top and the blue on the bottom, or either way, it just provides more flavor, in my opinion. But I don't know. Let me know what you think. But anyways, let's go player by player. Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis. He got some rebounds. He got a lot of putback dunks. He was shooting some mid ranges, and he did kind of played a bit better at the center position this time. He actually managed to play some solid defense on Zubac, but I mean, Zubac did cook him a decent amount of times. But at the same time, AD just like basically got a lot of rebounds and got some putbacks and everything. He did made a lot of boneheaded plays, turnovers, and pretty much, especially that one, just bam, he just threw a bullet and it was easy. Norm Powell just boom ganged the heck out of it. But he did. I mean, he got rebounds and his shot was falling, so I'll give Anthony Davis that. But Anthony Davis, he's a pretty inconsistent player from what I've seen from him. When when his shots are not falling, it goes south pretty easily. And plus, he's just honestly kind of like a more like a less healthier, but I guess slightly more upside version of Kristaps Porzingis because both dudes they just love to he Honestly, I could put him in a category with Karl-Anthony Towns. They just like shooting. They don't really post up too often because AD, low key, he's not like in terms of he's not the type who would like to post you up. He's not a type who bang down low in the paint. Like he would get some putbacks. That's what he really relies on. And I feel like the Clippers could try to do better. Just stay on AD a little bit more, not let AD get the easy putback. By the same time, the other player would. So you got to pick your poison. But that's how AD really scores. Is just more like if he would score in the paint, it was strictly putbacks, and occasionally he might just do like some type of turnaround jumper and shoot it. But he doesn't play like a traditional big. But nevertheless, he did solid, I guess. But we'll see what happens. The Lakers just keep losing, and that's great to see. LeBron James, not gonna lie, he went crazy. Well, yeah, you could say it crazy or he did good. 4 for 9, which is that's really rare for LeBron to really do. Usually, at least in this latter stage of his career, he doesn't shoot this good. He did get some decent assists, 5 assists, got some rebounds, and like he was just making the shots and it's falling in. But nevertheless, we got the best out of him. And Troy Brown, he kind of had the game of his life, 14 points. Patrick Beverley, he's a Clipper by heart. He's still playing for us. He missed some key shots, 2 for 8. He did knock down some threes. It was more of a catch and shoot, though. Pretty much, he only makes wide open threes nowadays. He's not like when he was with the Clippers. He actually made a lot of other plays. It's not like he gets before when he was with the Clippers and Wolves, he would get boards. Now, being part of the Lakers industrialization, he's nah. It's on a decline. But he did get 4 assists, I'll give him that. Austin Reeves, dude was kind of a non-factor other than getting some rebounds and just not really doing too much. Like supposedly he's the Lakers franchise player after LeBron and AD, that is definitely a horrible look. Obviously, if you're a Lakers fan, don't take it too personally. I'm just pretty much trolling just because I like to troll the Lakers fan who would troll against us, so I'm just being a troll back. So if you're actually an objective Lakers fan, all the trash talk is not directed to your standpoint. So Matt Ryan, supposedly the savior, didn't do anything. Wenyen Gabriel, soon as he got put on the floor, Zubac pretty much just bam demolished you. One to Scott Anderson. Surprised he didn't get many playing time. He actually is a scrappy defender, but at the same time he just shoots a lot of bricks. So that's that. Damian Jones, I wished he played more minutes because that would have helped so much with my fantasy, well, with my prize picks. Because Zubac, damn it, one more point, I would have actually won money. Russell Westbrook, man, Russell Westbrook, from what I've heard, he played pretty good for the past games. This game, he played like garbage. 6 for 15. And he didn't make 1 3 whatsoever, but he did get some assists, I guess, so that's a plus for him. But it's all about what you really do to win games. Kendrick Nunn. Oh, Lakers fans were hyping him up. Oh my goodness. He's a non-factor. Like, I'm just being real. He's pretty much like a worse version of Landry Shamet because both of these players they peaked rookie year. By at least Landry Shamet, he would have some decent games and he would actually make shots. But oh my gosh, 0 points. Dude is just he just did cardio out here, man. I could have had the same stats as Kendrick Nunn. I could have done as good as Kendrick Nunn, and pretty much, oh man, honestly, you could have had like an elderly woman done as well as Kendrick Nunn. All they had to do is just stand at the court. Really, even Patrick Star could have done as good as Patrick from SpongeBob, for the reference, could have done as good as Kendrick Nunn. And honestly, even Nick Avocado could have done as good as Kendrick Nunn. Kendrick Nunn is just, whew, and he's supposedly the Lakers savior. Oh please, Lakers, give this man a good contract. I hope he stays Laker for life. I want to see Nunn and Westbrook be a Laker for life. Like, please, please. Christie, I guess he did okay. He was 100% from the field goal, and he got some rebounds. So I guess he's a decent wing player. But now let's get to the Clippers. Ooh, Marcus Morris, Muck. He was hitting as usual, 3 for 5. Pretty efficient night. He had like less points than we would expect, but he was good all around. He tried to hold his own against LeBron. LeBron was just making everything. And also, hopefully, LeBron's okay because hopefully he's doing all right. Well, going back to Morris, all around, 8 boards, 2 steals, which is Morris is not the type of guy you would see getting steals pretty often, but his defensive game is stepping up, which is pretty dope to see. And even 2 blocks, that's just phenomenal. Shout out to Morris. Zubac. Zubac has been amazing this year as well. Zubac makes a lot of small plays that help the team so much. Zubac, honestly, I would say he's the best big man in terms of getting other teammates wide open shots. Compared to other bigs in the league I've seen, they don't screen as good as Ivica Zubac. Even when the Clippers played against the Cavs, even Evan Mobley and Jared Allen didn't screen as good as Zubac. But Zubac, he's so amazing at getting you screens. He's the reason why Norman Powell shot pretty well. Reason why Reggie did pretty solid towards the end. Paul George, Luke Kennard, everybody. Zubac, honestly, I'm adding him in my untouchable list from trades because how important he is. He may not be your typical superstar, but Zubac, he definitely is doing all the things that would help. He's pretty much like that the guy who cleans the mess up. And a lot of people they slept on Zubac. They were willing to trade Zubac for pennies, that was pretty ridiculous. That was a pretty checkered mind move by those people. But man, Zubac, he played pretty good interior defense, but at the same time, other players could try to switch on to the other guys, and they still got some wide open dunks. For example, AD. But Zubac, love him. Even though you didn't do good for my prize picks, I still love you, Zubac. The refs, like, he did you dirty. Zubac, he also gets smacked a lot of times. I know my Laker friend, he was complaining about how LeBron was not getting the calls, which is man, typical Lakers fans. But Zubac got smacked by Patrick Beverly, and then he got freaking, I don't know, black-eyed by Russell Westbrook. Like, Russ, what is he doing? I swear, Russell Westbrook tried to do something bad to Zubac a lot of times. He freaking black-eyed the heck out of Zubac. Freaking tripped Zubac last season. Man, oh man. Now, Paul George, 10 for 17. Very efficient night. Paul George is improving a lot of inefficiencies. He's now getting more consistent, getting more rhythm. Two for 7 from 3. Getting to the free throw. That's good. He's getting the calls he finally deserves. Got a good amount of rebounds. 4 assists. 1 steal. 2 blocks. He did turn the ball over a lot of times, mainly in the first quarter. Still could work on that, but he was pretty good all around. A plus 16, 29 points. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Luke Kennard, sniper, 50% from 3. Nice. Just dope to see. Nick Batum, I'm not gonna lie. Batum has been quiet a lot of times. Honestly, I would rather play Robert Covington over Nick Batum. And most importantly, I would much rather play Moussa Diabate more than Batum. Batum, we always will love Batum. But I would low-key, and this might be an unpopular opinion, because Batum is still decent, he's still solid, but I would start to use him as a what's his name, the Udonis Haslem role, because Batum is a very good veteran. He's a very great locker room guy, but when he's at the courts, he's just not too much of a big factor. It's not like he would do everything. While Rocco, he's still young. He would still play better defense than Batum, and he would provide for the offense. And Moussa Diabate, that's a different story. His defense is just going to be so alarmingly amazing for the Clippers. I'm still very annoyed how Tyronn Lue is not playing him. I know we won, but I'm not going to let that slide easily by Tyronn Lue. But next player, Norman Powell, he did pretty good. A lot of it helped from Zubac. Shout out Zubac. Zubac is like he's like the team MVP. He was setting everything for our team, getting them shots, good stuff. And Norman Powell, he did pretty good, and you know when training season comes, if we're trying to get an upgrade, Norman Powell will be the perfect attraction asset, because considering how much shooting guards we have. And then John Wall, he needs to chill with the shot selections at times, but at the same time, he makes up for it by moving the ball around more often. Like, he would create some good ball movement, and he got some steals, and got some rebounds, and when he scores, he just provides energy. Honestly, the Clippers should try to explore using Wall as a Draymond type of role, to be honest. Just kind of like have him sit, like, I don't know, like maybe just try to have Wall kind of like set like some type of screens in a way, and then just throw a lob to Big Zoo. And I don't know, a friend in one of the group chat suggested an idea, which is, I guess it'll be pretty interesting, but I'm liking how Wall's just providing some good ball movement, and in my opinion, I think Wall and Zubac should be on the floor more rather than Zubac and Reggie Jackson, because Zubac, I still feel he needs to get fed with the ball more often. As you see, he only took 4 shots. I love to see Zubac shot attempt go up. Like, at least try to shoot for 10 shot attempts because he'd be a darn monster. But at the same time, it's hard to get Zubak an opening at times. But it is what it is. Terrence Mann, he brought some good electric energy inside. He actually held his own, especially on Anthony Davis. Terrence Mann actually did his thing on AD within a few possessions, which is he's reminding us that he's a pretty solid player. 4 boards, plus 16, and he's pretty much also like a really good glue guy type of player. But nevertheless, glad that we managed to win. So there were some parts that just kind of scared me. It was sloppy. And Tyronn Lue, I'm not gonna lie, like in the occasional parts, you need to call a timeout more immediately, especially in the second quarter. He just waited till the Lakers caught up, and that's what made it a close game. But I'm glad that we managed to finish off with a W. Let me know what you think about this W. Once again, leave a comment down below. I'll definitely get with you on the comment sections. And as y'all know, peace.